Hi, this is Water and Air 1111, and thank you for watching another video of mine. Thank you to everyone who's been continuing to like and subscribe and comment on my videos and on my channel. I really appreciate it, and thank you to everyone who's come to me for a personal reading so far. I'm so glad that you trusted me with your journey, and I'm happy that I've been able to help you guys. So for this reading, I'm going to be doing the 3D life energy reading for the Divine Feminine. So this is a new spread that I've developed. It's looking at the overall energy of the Divine Feminine, then the energy of the Divine Feminine towards her Divine Masculine, the energy of the Divine Feminine towards her karmic challenge, and this karmic challenge could be like a person, like a romantic partner, a friend, a family member. It could be a job, an environment. It could be, some type of codependent behavior or activity you're engaged in. It could be whatever your karmic challenge is, and it's different for everyone else. So, apply it to your situation. And then the last card is me looking at the upcoming energy that the Divine Feminine will be taking on, kind of like an action card, like what's the next energy that's going to be important for the Divine Feminine. So I'm going to be using the Energy Oracle cards as well as the Crystal Visions Tarot deck and the Lenormand deck for clarifiers. So let's go ahead and get started. And I mentioned this in the video that I did for the Divine Masculine on this spread, but I don't really have like a set schedule for doing certain videos every week, just because it depends on what the energy is like and how I'm feeling. And I'm very much so guided by like the energy that I'm experiencing. It kind of lets me know like what does my spread need to actually be about. But if there is a type of spread that you would like to see more frequently, then let me know in the comments, and I can definitely try and incorporate that to have some like regular weekly spreads, and then add in the additional ones based on the energy that I'm feeling, to kind of supplement that. Find feminine collective energy. Okay. Okay. Ooh, bottom of the deck, Door to Spirit. Okay, so Door to Spirit is about us really stepping into our spiritual connection with the universe, with the divine, with God, that we're really feeling that connection, we're feeling that energy, and it's more of like a constant stream now. We're receiving that more easily, that kind of interaction and connection with our spirit guides, with the universe. So this is a great card, and I definitely feel like this goes along with Divine Feminine. I know I'm experiencing more manifestations like happening more quickly, and some other people commented on my video earlier this week who were Divine Feminine saying they're experiencing the same things. So with Door to Spirit, I feel like this is just, we're really in that energy of tapping into our divine gifts, tapping into our divine connection, and receiving insight, clarity, and guidance on a more regular basis than maybe it has been before. So the first card is Divine Feminine's overall energy. The second card is Divine Feminine's energy towards the Divine Masculine. Third card is Divine Feminine's energy towards the karmic challenge or obstacles in her life. And lastly, Divine Feminine's energy in the near future, the energy that's coming in that will be taking over. So now I'm going to go ahead and shuffle and get the tarot card clarifiers. And let me know in the comments if you've been feeling a more like constant stream, constant connection with your higher power, with the universe. I feel like I have, and I've been receiving lots of insights about myself and realizations about myself, which is good and understandable, since we are coming up to the super moon slash eclipse on January 31. And from what I've read, it's connected to it's the conclusion of everything that basically kicked off in the August 2017. That was a total solar eclipse, I think. I think that was important for for everyone, but especially for a lot of twins. Bottom of the deck for Divine Feminine is Knight of Pentacles. So Divine Feminine are really putting in the work and laying the foundation towards manifesting things in their lives. So I was just talking about manifestation. So I feel like this is, again, a constant energy for Divine Feminine lately, just working on laying the foundation and manifesting their abundance, manifesting the life that they're wanting, putting in the hard work now, taking it one step at a time. So let's get the clarifying cards, and then we're going to go ahead and take a look. So the first card is Divine Feminine's overall energy. Look at that, strategy. So, like I just said, bottom of the deck is Nine of Pentacles. So putting down the work, laying the foundation, that's building a strategy, figuring out, where do you want to go from here? What is it that I want to achieve? What is it that I want to do? It's like figuring out what the next step is and thinking about it in a strategic way. Clarified by the Judgment card. So Divine Feminine, not only are you having the energy of being strategic about your life and where you want to go from here, but you're doing it in a way that you're being strategic for what you're allowing in your life. You're cutting things completely off and saying you're no longer part of my life, and then creating the strategy of what you want your life to be. So I feel like this is like a turning point for Divine Feminine. So I feel like Divine Feminine before have been we are aware of things, we're intuitive, we are connected to our higher self, connected to our spirit guides and to the universe, but we haven't necessarily always put the puzzle pieces together. But now Divine Feminine, I feel like we are putting all the puzzle pieces together and making a plan for success. And as we make that plan of success, we're making final decisions about, what can come with us and what cannot come with us. And I feel like especially for the things that what cannot come with us. Because again, Divine Feminine, we are understanding. And sometimes that can be taken advantage of, but now is the time to say, no, I'm building my strategy for success. And, based on history and based on what I know I desire and what I want and what I cannot accept, it's a last call. It's sounding the trumpet. You can't, things are changing. Things are changing. Things are being left in the past that no longer serve us, that no longer can come with us, because this is a new energy we're in. This strategy energy, this is definitely Pentacles, Earth sign energy. We're thinking things through. We're being strategic. We're focusing on manifesting things. And there's a key at the top, which you may or may not be able to see, but we're realizing that we have to unlock our own future. We have to write our own future with this feather. And there's some money on the side. So we're working on really manifesting our abundance, manifesting the future we're wanting, writing our future. And part of that means knowing what can come with us and what cannot. So the next card is how the Divine Feminine is feeling towards the Divine Masculine. Look at that, door to romance. Divine Masculine, even though us Divine Feminine can get impatient from time to time, you are a twin flame. We do feel the love and pull towards you, and we always will. You always will too, but we still are in this feeling of, yeah, they're our Divine Masculine. Who's going to compare to that? That's the romance of our lifetime. That's what we desire. That's very straightforward. Clarified by the Eight of Wands. Yeah, we want this romance with the Divine Masculine, and we want to go forward quickly with it. We want it to be passionate. We want this communication. That's pretty straightforward. With the Eight of Wands also, some Divine Feminine may be reaching out to their Divine Masculine, or at least wanting to reach out. But because with this door to romance card, the doors aren't all the way open, they're halfway open, I feel like there could be like half of Divine Feminine who decide to reach out, and the other half are just putting out the energy for the Divine Masculine to reach out, but not actually doing it themselves, which is fine. I mean, definitely only go with your heart, your guidance from, an unbiased place, not a codependent place. If you decide to reach out, it's a personal decision. I know some people are like, no, don't reach out. Some people are like, you shouldn't. Follow your guidance. That's the best way. I know I've personally had dreams where my Divine Masculine was like, I had a situation where my Divine Masculine contacted me, and I just had a really short response back to him. And then I had a dream about him, and in the dream, he came to me and he was like, I wanted to talk to you, whatever, and then I contacted him after that. So it's really whatever you feel, you're being guided to do. There's something else I was going to say. Okay, I think that's all. So the next card is Divine Feminine energy towards the karmic challenges, the karmic obstacles in her life. So again, this could be, this is karmic from your point of view, not from the masculine's point of view, okay? So this could be if you have a romantic partnership with someone that's not your Divine Masculine, if that's your karmic challenge, if it's a friend, if it's a family member, having some type of negative impact on you, if it's a job, if it's just an environment that you're in, an energy that you're dealing with, okay? But it's completely from your point of view. Interesting, all tied up. Talk about mirroring. Make sure you watch the Divine Masculine version of this because this card appears. So for Divine Feminine, you're feeling a bit restricted, lack of self-expression, like some of you are feeling like you can't move on from whatever this karmic challenge is, like it's restricting you from progression, like it's restricting you from your wish. Yeah, all tied up. I mean, she's in the ocean. She's feeling like she can't save herself, even though she can. She's not right now. She's feeling overwhelmed by all of the water, all of the emotions surrounding the karmic challenge. When in actuality, she wants to rise to the top and have her Nine of Cups, which is about wishes fulfilled. But right now, it's not being fulfilled. There's restrictions here. And I'm going to get clarifiers for these just to provide more context for what's going on. But yeah, Divine Feminine overall are feeling some type of restriction with the obstacles they're dealing with. Like maybe they're unable to completely break the ties, break the cords right now. But we're going to find out with the clarifiers. So the next card is the energy that Divine Feminine will be going into. So we got the heart chakra. So, 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael. So, Divine Feminine, in the near future, you're going to be tapping into your heart space more. And I feel like for this, it's going to be opening your heart to yourself more. And I feel like it's directly connected to this all tied up, because I feel like as you tap into your own heart chakra more and lead from your heart and lead from your true desires, you're going to be able to untie yourself with this karmic obstacle and go towards your wish that you are desiring. And look at that. So this is the 4th chakra, the heart chakra, clarified by the 2 of Cups. So yeah, you're going to be coming into really activating your heart chakra and opening your heart chakra up more to other people, but especially to yourself. And as you do that, you're going to have this 2 of Cups energy. So a renewal, you're going to have that special, you already have a twin flame connection, but you're going to feel this twin flame connection more. You're going to feel this spiritual union and forgiveness. And as you open your heart more and heal your heart more, Divine Feminine, you're going to feel this even more intense connection to your Divine Masculine. We already know that you are wanting to go forward with the Divine Masculine. You're wanting a romance with the Divine Masculine. But we have to remember to lead from our heart. And the more we lead from our heart and free ourselves, the more our wishes can come true, and we can have this improved twin flame connection. So let's get the Lenormand deck, and we're going to get some clarifiers here. And it's interesting just looking at all of the cards now, because Divine Feminine, your overall energy is strategy, right? So regarding this all ties up card for the karmic situation, you could be also working on not only strategy for your own abundance, but strategy towards getting out of the ties that you're in, getting out of the self-restriction or the feeling of self-restriction, of restriction you're experiencing right now regarding your karmic. We need to use your judgment to cut the karmic things off, but doing it in a strategic way so it'll be successful. Okay, so let's get some clarifiers. Let's get a clarifier for the strategy and judgment energy. Divine Feminine's using their strategy. That's a lot of cards. Okay. Let's get a clarifier for this quarter romance card. Divine Feminine feeling romance and love towards the Divine Masculine. Okay, everything is just wanting to jump out. Just one or two cards, please, for this work to romance. Okay. I don't know if it's my shuffling. Okay. Thank you. Now let's get clarifiers for this all tied up. All tied up in 9 of Cups. Okay. Clarifier for this heart chakra and 2 of Cups cards. Okay, so Divine Feminine, you're overall being strategic, seeing what things need to be cut off. Strategic overall, so this could be in every part of your life, and clarified by the Moon. So this is about, Divine Feminine, you're in self-reflection, you are reflecting about your current situation and how you got here and what role you played, and that's allowing you to accurately determine what things need to be cut off in your life, what things you have to say goodbye to as you are making a strategy for the rest of your life. You're feeling towards the Divine Masculine, romance and love and a feeling of wanting to go forward with him. Either, and some of you, a percentage of you may be wanting to actually reach out to your Divine Masculine, and others are just wanting things to progress with your Divine Masculine, but not actually not communicating with them, but wanting to receive communication and wanting to receive an improvement in your connection with the Divine Masculine. And this is clarified by a decision and the Bird. So this is about communication. So there's definitely a want to communicate. Okay, because these two are together, I feel like some Divine Feminine are deciding whether or not to send a communication to their Divine Masculine. So you're thinking, making a decision about communication. I think that's where some of you, it may not be everyone. I feel like a smaller group of Divine Feminine have either already contacted their Divine Masculine or are currently thinking about contacting, reaching out. And this is like a little communication. So like sending an email or sending like a text message or like a brief, it could be a phone call, but I'm getting more, this is about a brief text message, a brief email, a brief note. They're deciding, some Divine Feminine are deciding on not sending that to their Divine Masculine. But for everyone else, I would say you're just feeling this, love and romance towards your Divine Masculine, and you're wanting it to progress, and you're wanting to receive communication from him and receive communication from your Divine Masculine and wanting progression, things to go forward with the Divine Masculine. But there are some Divine Feminine who are deciding right now whether or not to reach out to their divine masculine. So next we had divine feminine. You're feeling restricted, all tied up, like you can't progress past your karmic obstacle, and that it's keeping you, you're feeling that restriction from your wishes. The clarifying cards were time, the clock, and the dog. So taken together, this means that divine feminine, you're feeling a certain sense of loyalty to these karmic situations. Even though it's time, like you've had some type of long time loyalty to these karmic situations. So it could be a family member, it could be a friend, a job that you've just always been loyal to. And because of that long-standing loyalty, it's making you feel a little bit restricted, a little bit like hard to move out of it, because when you're used to something being in your life, it can be difficult to let it go. You may feel the loyalty like, oh, well, I'm used to this being here. How can I let go? How can I untie myself and move on? But, you want to move on towards your wishes, and it's not a bad thing. And I feel like with this, it's like certain things have a time in your life. Things occur in your life at a certain time, a certain place, for a certain season, and that's okay. And for the whole time you've been loyal, that's what you're supposed to do. But now, it's time to shift things. It's time to make this judgment call. Judgment is about cutting things out. You're making a judgment to move past, to leave things in the past, and sometimes you have to do that. It's like a curtain call. But yeah, divine feminine, you've been loyal for a time, but now it's time to shift out of that loyalty that's been making you feel restricted. Because whenever you're loyal to something and it makes you feel confined or restricted, that's a sign. You need to follow that feeling and figure out why. Your loyalty towards something or someone shouldn't make you feel all tied up. If you feel that way, then, that's your gut instinct saying that something's wrong. Because when you are loyal to someone, you should feel completely free. You should feel completely secure. And with these cards, remember, Door to Spirit was the bottom of the deck. And interestingly, attachment is underneath that. So they're definitely dealing with some attachment, something that you've been attached to that's making you feel all tied up. But listen to that feeling, to that nudge from the universe that, it's time to go towards this wish. The time of being just loyal and being okay with that and not listening to this feeling is over. It's time to shift out into something new. Lastly, the energy that's upcoming for the divine feminine is the heart chakra energy. So healing your heart chakra, opening your heart chakra. And as you continue to do that, it's going to lead you to an improved connection with your divine masculine. This could be on the 5D or the 3D. But the clarifying card was the direction, so it's definitely going to have impacts on the 3D. Opening your heart to yourself, healing your heart, is definitely connected to this need to release the ties of this karmic connection. Release it, then start healing here. And start feeling the improvement with your divine masculine. And it's going to lead you to a different direction of where you need to be. But ultimately, it all comes back to strategy card, right? Divine feminine, use all of the insights you're receiving from the universe and the connection and all of the energy right now. Use it to plan your strategy, to really specify what is in your life that has to be cut out, that can't come with you to this new improved life that the universe is guiding you on. Because this karmic connection isn't one of the things that's going to survive. It's making you feel restricted. The universe does not want that. The universe wants you to feel you know, alive and free. Like everything is possible because everything is possible. But when you're in this energy of feeling like, well, this is just the way it is, what am I going to do? This is what I'm used to. It's not going to work. It's like you can't manifest if your hands are tied together. You need to have your arms wide open. You need to make a strategy to shift the things and cut out things in your life. And the good thing, again, is this is the energy to do so. The solar, gosh, the solar eclipse. It's like solar blue moon eclipse on the 31st. It's energy to do that, to end out the things that you need to end out. Make this judgment call. Free yourself from these binds. You've been loyal, and that's great. It was the time for that, but now it's the time to be loyal to yourself. Loyal to the guidance you're receiving from the universe, from spirit. So that is the reading for the Divine Feminine, their 3D life energy reading. I hope this was helpful. I hope it resonated with you. If it did and you're interested in a personal reading, please go to my booking site. All of the information is there. You can pay there. And yeah, I'd be happy to help you. Yeah, so that's it for this reading, and I will see you in the next video.